Hello and welcome to TicketReturn.com Field here in Myrtle Beach as we get set for the second game of Day 3 of the Beach Collegiate Baseball League playoffs, as we have the Merles and the Longboards facing off against the Carolina Forest Crawdads, as the first pitch is a ball low and inside, and it's 1-0 to Turner Jamison. The 1-0 is a strike on the low outside corner, and it's quickly 1-1. Turner Jamison comes out of the season, as he squares around to bunt, but pulls it back. That ball gets past him inside, all the way to the backstop, but with no one on base, no harm, no foul. Jamison batted .062 on the season with 2 runs and 1 RBI. The 2-1 swung on and fouled back. And we'll do it all over again at 2-2 now. The 2-2 ball just off the plate outside. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and there's one away. That'll bring up Derek Gifford. The first pitch to Gifford is a strike on the low outside corner, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 is fouled back. 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch is a changeup that misses outside. 1-2 now to Gifford. The 2-2 ball, the 1-2 ball low and away. 2-2 now. Gifford batted .412 on the season, 2 home runs, 4 runs, 9 RBI. So he had a very productive season. Looks to continue that here in the playoffs. That pitch is a curveball that drops in on the outside part of the plate, and it's a called strike 3. So 2 up, 2 down, 2 called strikeouts, and that'll bring up Cameron Gardner. Gardner batted only .143 on the season, had a home run, 3 runs, 2 RBI. The first pitch to Gardner swung on and popped high into up the elevator shaft. The pitcher will come into foul territory, try to make the catch himself, but will not be able to do so. He came all the way off the mound, up across home plate, over toward into the backstop area, and could not make the catch. Kind of surprising to see the pitcher come out and try to make that play, because normally that ball up the elevator shaft is a ball that the catcher would go after. But the catcher could not find it, and as a result, the pitcher came out trying to make the catch, but could not do so. The pitch, strike at the knees, curveball put in there, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on and hit down the third base line. It'll get off the glove of the third baseman. He'll try to field it, but will not come up with it. So an E5 puts Gardner on first base and keeps the inning alive for the Longboards. That'll bring up Henry Jamison, the cleanup hitter. Jamison batted .278 on the season. Had 4 runs, 1 RBI. Look over to first with the runner on first base. The first pitch, curveball, just misses off the plate outside. And it's 1-0. Starting lineup for the Longboards, Turner Jameson led it off, and he will play third base. The 1-0 is swung on and missed for strike one, and it's 1-1. Derek Gifford, the second baseman, batted second. Batting third, Cameron Gardner, the first baseman. Batting cleanup right now, Henry Jameson, the third baseman, as that pitch misses outside, 2-1. Batting fifth and the designated hitter is Alex Ross. Joey Withers, the left fielder, batting sixth. Batting seventh and playing shortstop is Joshua Harris. Batting eighth and catching is Robert Curbelo, as that pitch is a strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-2 now. Batting ninth is Rob Carrera. He is the extra hitter. And batting 10th and playing right field is Billy Sullivan. The payoff pitch is swung on and missed for strike three, and that'll end the inning. So no runs on no hits, one error, and one left on base. After a half inning, still 0-0 here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. First chance for the Crawdads here in the bottom half of the first inning. We'll give you the lineup for the Crawdads in just a little bit. Luke Henson will step in. He will lead it off for the Crawdads. The first pitch from Huff is on its way. That's a ball low and away to Henson, and it's 1-0. Beautiful day right now in Myrtle Beach, but thunderstorms are threatening, so trying to get these games in as quickly as possible. That miss is low and away. 2-0 count now. The 2-0 misses outside. 3-0 count, and Huff loses his own very quickly to start off his outing, and that's not what you want to see if you're a Longboards fan. The 3-0 pitch. Strike on the outside part of the plate, just a get me over fastball, and it's 3-1. The 3-1. Swung on and grounded out, or flown out into left field. Coming in and making the catch is the left fielder. And there's one away. Withers with the catch to start off the bottom half of the first inning for the Crawdads. Logan Weatherby, the designated hitter, now will step in. The first pitch to Weatherby is a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Swung on and grounded over to the third baseman. He'll field it, throw on to first in time for the second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down, 2 quick outs for Huff. And Mitchell McLaughlin will step into the plate. The first pitch to McLaughlin. Ball high, 1-0. The 1-0. Swung on and fouled off down the above us. Over just to our right. The 1-1. Breaking ball drops in on the low outside corner, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Breaking ball grounded into the hole, but a nice diving play by the third baseman. He'll throw on to first in time for the final out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. After one full, still 0-0 here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Welcome back as we head to the top of the second inning. That first pitch is fouled off at the plate, and it's 0-1 to Alex Ross, the designated hitter. The 0-1 pitch is a ball low and away, 1-1 now. Alex Ross batted .286 on the season. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike 2. And it's 1-2. .286 on the season batting average, 1 home run, 2 runs, 5 RBI. The 1-2. Ball low and inside, 2-2. Only one base runner amongst both teams thus far through one. The 2-2. Breaking ball drops in at the knees, and there's one away. That is Edmund Keiko's fourth strikeout already. We'll get you his numbers in just a little bit. He has struck out all 4 outs thus far, and that's a good sign for the Crawdads. That brings up Joey Withers. The first pitch to him. Breaking ball. He bunts it up in the air, and there's the first out that it was not as a result of a strikeout. As that is popped up to the catcher, and there are 2 away. Nice job by Henson coming out of his crouch and being able to make the catch on the pop out. So 2 away, that'll bring up Joshua Harris, the shortstop. The first pitch to Harris. Breaking ball just misses high. And it's 1-0. The 1-0. Ball low and inside in the dirt. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball misses inside. 3-0 count now. And Harris doing a nice job of making Keiko throw some pitches. Get him deep into the count. That pitch is a get-me-over fastball on the low inside corner, and it's 3-1. The 3-1. Ball inside, and after 2 quick outs, Harris works a walk. And that'll put a runner on first base with 2 away. That'll bring up Robert Curbelo. Curbelo batted .250 on the season. Had 1 run and 1 RBI. So runner on first base with 2 away. Still a scoreless ball game here in the top half of the second inning. Curbelo steps in and gets set, and now with a runner on first base, Keiko deals. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Curveball drops in to the plate, and it's 0-2. Good curveball right there. Looked like it was going to be high, and then it dropped right into the heart of the plate. The 0-2 pitch about to come, and he deals. Chopper right up the middle over to Keiko. He'll field it on the mound, throw on to first in time for the final out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. After 1.5, still scoreless here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Middle of the order, 4, 5, 6 due up for the Crawdads, as it will be Trey Maker, Dawson Connell, and Casey Mulhenny leading off to face off against Huff. Trey Maker to step in. On the season, he batted .320. The first pitch to Maker is a strike on the inside part of the plate, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Ball low, 1-1. The 1-1 offering. Ball inside, 2-1. The 2-1. Ball up and away, 3-1. And the Crawdads doing a nice job in this inning, working the count and making Huff use some pitches. The 3-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2, and now the count is full. Sam Huff, the pitcher, on the rubber for the longboards. The payoff pitch. Ball in the dirt. And Maker works a walk for the first base runner of the game for the Crawdads. That'll bring up the number 5 hitter, Dawson Connell, the extra hitter. Huff, this is his second start overall on the season. Only had one appearance, 1 1/3 innings pitched on the season. And he had an 0-1 record. Had a 36.75 ERA. That pitch is a ball low and inside. 1-0 and a 6 whip in his one appearance. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Did not have a very good appearance in his one appearance, but would like to do much better right here. That pitch will not count as time was called at the plate. Dawson Connell batted .294 on the season with 3 home runs, 6 RBI, 6 runs. That pitch is fouled off. And it's now a 2-2 count. The 2-2. Is a ball outside. Looked like it was a pitch out, keeping Maker close. That pitch is popped high over towards the edge of the field, and that will get over the backstop. The 2-2 pitch is a ball low and away, and it's actually a full count, and that'll work a walk. So now runners on first and second with nobody out. That'll bring up Casey Mulhenny. Mulhenny on the season batted .294 with 3 runs, 4 RBI. The first pitch to Mulhenny is a strike on the low outside corner, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2, and it's quickly 0-2. Nice job after giving up 2 walks. Now Huff starting to get some better pitching going right here. Scouting report on Sam Huff. He throws an low 80s, high 70s, low 80s fastball. That ball's fouled off, and we'll do it all over again at 0-2. That ball hit right over us just to our right. Throws a high 70s, low 80s fastball, and also throws a curveball. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Crawdad's threatening. The pitch swung on and fouled off, and we'll do it all over again once again at 0-2. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and chopped up the middle over to the second baseman. Past the diving Huff. The second baseman Gifford is able to field it, throw on to first in time for the first out of the inning, but both runners are able to advance to second and third as that ball was just hit well too weakly to get the double play going. Huff tried to dive for it and make the catch, but honestly, for the longboards, it's probably for the best that he didn't, because I don't think he would have been able to get up in time to catch Mulhenny at first. So runners at second and third now with 1 away. That'll bring up Jacob Legleiter. The first pitch to Legleiter is swung on and popped foul out play over the first base dugout. And it's 0-1. The infield playing kind of in. The corner infielders first and third are playing fairly in, but not over the top in, with both middle infielders playing a little shorter than they normally would in the middle of the infield. The 0-1. Swung on and fouled back. And we'll do it all over again now at 0-2. Legleiter on the season batted .320. Had 1 home run, 2 RBI, 7 runs. And Legleiter only batted .200 with runners in scoring position on the season. Would certainly like to do better than that here in the playoffs as he steps out. The 0-2. Strike 3 called at the knees, and there are 2 away. Nice pitching by Huff after giving up 2 straight walks to start off the inning, getting 2 outs, and now 1 out away from getting out of the jam. That'll bring up Alex Narin. Narin only batted .158 on the season. 1 home run, 5 runs, 2 RBI. The first pitch to Narin, a curveball that drops in at the knees. And it's 0-1. Narin only batted .143 with runners in scoring position. Certainly would like to get that number up and get a big one right here in the playoffs as both of these teams try to keep their seasons alive in this double elimination game. Both of these teams lost in their first matchup as that ball is chopped over to the shortstop. Fielded by Harris, thrown on to first in time for the final out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. After 2 full, it's still scoreless here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Bottom of the order due up for the longboards as we head to the top half of the 3rd inning. It will be Correa, Sullivan, and then back to the top of the order in Jameson. The first pitch to Correa will be coming in just a second, and he deals. Curveball popped high into shallow left field, ranging out and making the catch is the shortstop. Leg lighter, and there's 1 away. So 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll bring up Billy Sullivan. Sullivan batted .389 on the season with 3 runs, 1 home run, 4 RBI. So he had a good season at the plate. Would certainly like to continue that here. The first pitch is swung on and fouled off. And it's 0-1. Top of the 3rd inning. Still a scoreless ball game. As both of these teams in the losers bracket were supposed to play yesterday but were rained out. The 0-1 is a ball inside. 1-1 now. Both of these teams were supposed to play yesterday, but due to some rain out in Conway at Waccamaw Park, were unable to do so. That pitches the ball inside. 2-1. The 2-1 will not come yet. Will actually get fouled off, so it's 2-2 count now. The 2-2. Ball low and away in the dirt. Full count now. Edmund Keiko, the pitcher on the mound for the Crawdads. This is his first start of the season as that pitch is swung on and popped high but fouled down the third base line. off of the roof. And we'll do it all over again at a full count. He has not given up an earned run yet. So has a 0 ERA, 1.67 whip. As that pitch is swung on and popped high over towards the third base dugout. We'll see if it stays in play. It will not. It'll fall out of play, and we'll do it all over again at 3-2. Keiko scouting report for him. He has an 85-mile-an-hour fastball. He can really gun it up there. Also throws a curveball and a slider. The payoff pitch again. That ball is dribbled weakly down the line and foul. And we'll do it all over again. Nice job by Sullivan making Keiko work and use some pitches here in the third inning. 3-2 count. One away. The pitch. Curveball swung on and missed for strike 3. And there's 2 away. That'll bring us back to the top of the order. And Turner Jamison, who is 0 for 1 today, he struck out looking in his first at-bat to start off the game for the Longboards. The first pitch to Jamison is swung on and hit high into shallow center field. Ranging out and making the catch is the shortstop for the final out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. After 2.5, still scoreless here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Nine, 10-1 due up for the Crawdads as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Still scoreless ball game. It will be Cappelletti, Houchen, and Henson due up. Michael Cappelletti do step in to lead it off. That first pitch is swung on and hit out into right center field, ranging over and not able to make the catch is the center fielder. That drops in front of him. And that'll be a leadoff first pitch single for Cappelletti. So runner on first base with no one out. That'll bring up Clay Haushin. Clay Haushin on the season batted .083. Did have two runs. Runner on first base, no one out. And the pitch. Ball just off the plate outside, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch to Haushin. Bunt attempt, but he pulls it back and takes ball 2, and it's 2-0. The pitch. Ball low and away, and Haushin works a walk. So now runners on first and second with nobody out. That'll bring us back to the top of the order, and Luke Henson, he flew out to left to start off the game for the Crawdads. Luke Henson getting ready. Runners on first and second with still no one out. The first pitch. Strike on the low outside corner, and it's 0-1. We're here at TicketReturn.com field, normally home of the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. But for these last couple of days and going through until tomorrow, it is the home for the Beach Collegiate Baseball League playoffs as a result of everything that's going on in the world. Obviously, no minor league baseball. That pitch misses outside. A bit of a pitch out called by Curbelo, but neither runner was going. The first baseman is playing well in, expecting the bunt, playing on the grass. The bunt does come. He pops it up, and it will fall foul. And it's a 1-2 count. So no bunt on now. The first baseman, Gardner, backs up. Back to the bag now with the threat of the bunt off. The 1-2. Swung on and hit out into right field, but foul. And we'll do it all over again at 1-2. This is the best opportunity for either team thus far. Crawdads did get the first two runners on the last inning, actually, off of 2 walks. And did have this precise same situation, but then 3 straight outs. 2 ground outs and a strikeout by Huff got him out of the inning. The 1-2. Ball low and away in the dirt. 2-2 now. And Henson just trying to make Huff use some pitches. See if he can potentially even work a walk to load the bases. The 2-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and there's one away. That'll bring up Logan Weatherby. He's 0 for 1 today. He grounded out to the third baseman in the first inning. Weatherby only batted .182 with runners in scoring position on the season. Would certainly like to do better than that here in the playoffs. A big opportunity for him right here. The first pitch. Ball up and away, 1-0. The 1-0. Breaking ball misses low and away. 2-0 count now. The 2-1 misses up and in. 3-1 count now. 3-0, excuse me. Both of these teams in the losers bracket now, so if one of these two, whoever loses this one, will be eliminated from the playoffs in this double elimination format. The pitch. Strike on the low inside corner, and it's a 3-1 count now. The Crawdads wearing their home white jerseys. Longboards wearing the road grays. Crawdads with the logo on the front of their jersey. The pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2, and now the count is run full. Runners on first and second, 1 away. Big pitch early on in this game. Still scoreless. The payoff. Swung on and fouled off, and we'll do it all over again. Oh, actually, that may stay in play, and it does, and a great job by Gardner coming over and making the catch for the second out of the inning. That ball, off the bat, thought it was going to reach the seats, but it hung up there, and Gardner was able to come over to the edge of the dugout and make the catch for the second out of the inning. So runners on first and second, still with now 2 away, and just like in the last inning for the Crawdads, 2 runners on base to start off the inning, get a runner in scoring position, but then give up 2 straight outs. Mitchell McLaughlin will try to avoid ending the inning for the second time today. He grounded out to the third baseman to end the first inning. That first pitch was a ball low and away. 1-0 count now. The 1-0. Swung on and hit out into straightaway center field, but right at the center fielder Jameson, and he will make the catch for the final out of the inning. So once again, the Crawdads strand 2, 1 at first and second this time around on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. After 3 full, it's still 0-0 here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Welcome back as we head to the top half of the fourth inning. 2-3-4 due up for the longboard. It will be Derek Gifford, Cameron Gardner, and Henry Jameson. And they will face Edmund Keiko in his fourth inning of work. Both of these pitchers, both Keiko and Johnson, working a good game thus far. Actually, a new pitcher for the Crawdads. It will be Grant Johnson. So that'll be it for Keiko on the mound. He went 3 full. Gave up only 1 hit, 1 walk, and had 5 strikeouts. So a good outing for him. Kind of surprising to see him get pulled this quickly with how effective he's been. Might have to do with the pitch count. They may be trying to see if they can potentially use him. The problem is, though, as the first pitch is a ball just off the plate outside, and it's 1-0 to Gifford. The 1-0 to Gifford. Swung on and missed for strike 1, and it's on 1-1. The issue, though, is that he already got beyond 30 pitches, which is the limit to be able to potentially pitch the next day, as that pitch misses high. 2-1 now. He threw 42 pitches, which is right at the limit, or just right about at the limit for the 1-day rest period. So, if they were hoping to try to use him tomorrow, if they were to advance, that's out of the window now. So, again, with this being an elimination game, as that pitch misses outside, 2-2 count now. With this being an elimination game, it's surprising to me, at least, to see them pull him when he was having such a solid outing. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and there's 1 away. 1 up, 1 down for Johnson, and that'll bring up Cameron Gardner. Gardner is 0 for 1 today. He reached on an error by the third baseman in the first inning. That was the first base runner for the Longboards, but then he was stranded right there. The first pitch to Johnson is swung on and missed for strike 1. Or excuse me, to Gardner. And it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch to Gardner is swung on and missed for strike 2. And it's 0-2. Grant Johnson, this is his 5th appearance overall of the season, between the season and the playoffs. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and there's 2 away. He's had a nice showing coming out of the bullpen. So maybe that's the reason why Keiko might have been getting a little bit tired. And as a result, they decided, hey, let's go with the fresh arm, someone that we can trust, someone that's pitched very well this season, and get him out there and try to keep this momentum going. The pitch is ball well outside, and it's 1-0 to Henry Jameson, who is 0 for 1 today. He struck out swinging to end the first inning. But like I was mentioning, Grant Johnson, this is his 5th appearance. Did not give a single run up and had a .35 whip. He had a great showing this season. 10 strikeouts, only 1 walk. That pitch was a strike at the knees. 1-1 count now. The pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. And it's 1-2. The pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. And the Longboards go 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Great showing for Johnson in his first inning of work. As we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, still scoreless here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Middle of the order due up for the Crawdads. It'll be Maker, Connell, and Mawhenny due up. Trey Maker will step in just a little bit. He does not have an official at bat. Reached on a walk in the 2nd inning and got all the way to 3rd before getting stranded there. And he is one of the bigger players for the Crawdads. He is a Fordham commit going into his freshman season in college. He is the only Division I guy on the Crawdads this season. He's also a pitcher, but primarily a first baseman. Also played offensive lineman for football in high school. And he was the number 7 first baseman, the number 7th ranked first baseman in Texas, in all of Texas. And I think everyone who's listening knows how good Texas is, primarily known for football, but also known for its great high school baseball. So being ranked in the top 10 in your position in the state of Texas is certainly a big accomplishment for him. So he will step up to the plate. He'll face Sam Huff in his 4th inning of work. The first pitch is a ball low, 1-0 now. The 1-0 pitch. Ball low and inside, 2-0. Huff having a good day on the mound. He has gotten himself into a couple of jams. Only 1 hit allowed thus far. Does have 3 walks. That pitch is a ball inside. 3-0 now. That's been Huff's one little bit of a problem in this game. Has been his control. Has been trying to be a little bit too fancy on the corners. And has walked a few batters as a result. There's a get-me-over fastball at 3-0. And it's a 3-1 count now. The last inning, he stranded runners at 1st and 2nd. The inning prior to that, 2nd and 3rd. So he's done a nice job after getting into jams to start off innings, battling out of them, and still keeping this game scoreless. That pitch is fouled back to the screen. And it's a 3-1 count now. The 3-1. Ball in the dirt, low and away, and Maker works a walk. So that'll put a runner on first base with nobody out and bring up Dawson Connell. Colin does not have an official at-bat. He reached on a walk in his first plate appearance. The first pitch to Connell is grounded foul. And it's an 0-1 count. Crawdads trying to make this inning count this time around. Have had 2 straight innings where they've gotten the first 2 runners on base, but have not been able to capitalize on the early momentum. The 0-1. Strike on the low outside corner, and it's 0-2. Huff has done a very nice job, like I mentioned. He's gotten himself into some jams, but then he fights through them very effectively. Does not get frazzled out there very easily. That ball gets away from the catcher. That will be a wild pitch, allowing Maker to get over to second. So now a runner in scoring position with no one out again for the Crawdads. They'll try to make the third time the charm and capitalize on this opportunity. The 2-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. And now Connell is down to his final strike of this at-bat. Two and two count. Nobody out. Runner on second base. Still scoreless ball game. Long look and deals. Swung on and chopped over to the shortstop. Fielded by Harris. Thrown on to first in time for the first out of the inning. But meanwhile, Maker is able to advance to third on the ground ball. So now runner 90 feet away once again for the Crawdads with one away. That'll bring up Casey Mawhenny. He's 0 for 1 today. He grounded to the second baseman in the first inning, or excuse me, second inning. The first pitch to Mawhenny. Ball up and in. And it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Long look over to third, now deals. Two-seamer that drops in at the knees, and it's 1-1. The 1-1. Curveball that's popped high and foul. And we'll do it all over again at 1-2. The 1-2. Long look in by Huff. Now gets set. And deals. Curveball misses low and away. 2-2. Runner on third base. One away. Crawdads threatening for the third straight inning. The pitch. Ball up and away. Full count now. Huff, like I mentioned, has been a little bit inconsistent with his command in this game thus far. Already has 4 walks and on the precipice of giving up a 5th. The pitch. swung on and fouled off. We'll see if that stays in play. It will just get over the fence, the netting, and we'll get out of play. We'll do it all over again at 2-2. Gardner took a look at it, went all the way over to the tarp on the first base side, but it just went right over the netting. Down the lines. The 2-2. Ball up and away, and that was actually full count, so Mulhenny works a walk. Now runners on the corner with one away. That'll bring up Jacob Legler. He's 0 for 1 today. He struck out looking in the second inning. Runners on first and third, one away. Good opportunity for the Crawdads to try to get off the schneid and get their first run of the game in. That pitch up and in, 1-0. As now the pitching coach for the Longboards will go out to the mound to talk with Huff. We'll see if they pull him. They do have a pitcher, warming up in the bullpen. We'll see if they decide to take him out. The pitching coach will take his sweet time talking with Huff to give his reliever plenty of time to warm up down the third base line. The umpire says, enough of this, though. Let's get this show on the road. And the pitching coach will walk back to the dugout and will keep Huff in the game for the time being. We'll see how long of a leash, however, Huff has. Runners on the corner, one away. Trying to keep this game scoreless. Huff has done a good job in both the last 2 innings of stranding runners in scoring position. Would certainly like to do it again right here. The pitch. Strike on a low outside corner, and it's 0-1 to Jacob Legletter. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and popped high over down the third base line in foul territory, ranging over and able to make the catch just beyond the third base bag in foul territory is Jameson. And there's the second out of the inning. So once again, Huff doing a great job of getting pitches hit in ways that don't allow runners to advance. In the last 2 innings, after giving up, this time he had it even easier because he got an out prior to giving up the second runner. That pitch is a ball up and away for ball 1 to Alex Narin. He is 0 for 1 today with a grounder to the shortstop for the final out of the second inning. That was in the second inning, which is the first of 2 innings that Huff got into a jam, but it was able to get out of. Gave up 2 straight walks. That pitch is swung on and flown out down the right field line. That'll be caught down the left field line. A sliding grab by the right fielder. Oh, no, never mind. Excuse me. That ball fell into the corner, but it was a foul ball. So we'll do it all over again with runners at first and third with 2 away now. That ball was hit into the blind spot down the right field line, and the right fielder, Sullivan, tried to make a sliding catch, but just could not do it, and it fell foul right at the line. So we'll do it all over again. 0-2 now. Or 1-1, excuse me. The 1-1. Ball low and away. 2-1. Like I was mentioning, Naren grounded to the shortstop to end the second inning, which was the first of 2 innings that they've threatened to score a run. In that inning, as the 2-1 is a strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-2 now. In that inning, after giving up 2 straight walks, and then he got a ground ball to the second baseman. Both runners were able to advance on that ground out, but then got a strikeout looking and the ground out to the shortstop to strand both runners in scoring position. As not sure if they'll call. I don't think they called a balk on that one because the runner would have scored if they did. Mulhenny just decided to go down to second without the pitcher even looking at him. So I guess you have to call that defensive indifference. That pitch is well up and in above the head of Naren, and the run will score on the wild pitch, and that's the first run of the ball game as the Crawdads take a 1-0 lead. So the wild pitch, after it looked like Huff was going to be able to get out of the jam again for a third straight inning. This time, once again, the inconsistent control of Huff comes back to bite him as a wild pitch thrown over the head of Naren allows the runner to score. It also allows the runner to advance to third, so another run 90 feet away. That pitches the ball high, and he works a walk. So runners at the corner again now with 2 away. That'll bring up Michael Cappelletti. So 1-0 ball game now after the wild pitch allows a run in. Runners at the corner, 2 away. And that'll bring up Cappelletti, who is 1 for 1 today. He singled to lead off the third inning and was stranded at second. That pitch is a ball up and in, 1-0. Runners at the corner, 2 away. 1-0 ball game now. Crawdads in the lead. The 1-0. That ball is swung on and missed for strike 1, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 will not come as Cappelletti calls time. A long look in by Huff took his time on that one, and Cappelletti said, "That's a little bit too much time. I want to call time myself." Slow things down even more. Slow, methodical pace in this 4th inning, as Huff tries to keep himself under control. The pitch. Curveball drops in there on the low outside corner, and it's 1-2 now. Look over to first. Now gets set. And he gets off, and they get him in a rundown. Throw over to second safely, and the runner comes home, and he will get gunned down at the plate. So a good idea in theory, trying to get the delayed double steal between Naren and Mulhenny, but a great throw by Harris at second base gets Mulhenny at home, so that'll end the inning. So 1 run on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. After 4 full, it is 1-0 Crawdads here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Longboards as they will face Grant Johnson in his second inning of work. He did a great job coming out of the pen, striking out the side in the last inning. That first pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate, and it's 0-1 to Alex Ross, who is 0 for 1 today. He struck out looking to start off the second inning. As that pitch is fouled off, and it's 0-2. Grant Johnson, a quick little scouting report for him. He's one of the few pitchers, even in college, you don't really see this very often. As the 0-2 pitch is swung on and fouled back, and we'll do it all over again at 0-2. He's one of the few pitchers, even in high school and even in the majors, you don't see it all that often, especially not for relievers. But he throws 5 pitches, and a low to mid 80s fastball, as that pitch misses low and away, 1-2 now. A low 70s curveball, high 60s, low 70s curveball. A high 60s, low 70s changeup. High 60s, low 70s slider. And a high 60s, low 70s splitter, as that ball is grounded over to the right side. Coming over, trying to field it on the right side of the infield is the shortstop Legleiter. It was hit right to McLaughlin, but Legleiter thought he was going a little too slow, I guess, and cut him off. Tried to throw it to first base, but it is not in time to get the speedy Ross. And just like that, there's a runner on first base with no one out here in the top half of the 5th inning. That was kind of not a smart decision over at short. I think if McLaughlin might have had to come in a little quicker as that pitch misses low and inside. 1-0 to Joey Withers, who is 0 for 1 today with a pop out to the catcher. Runner on first base, 1 away. But like I was saying, if McLaughlin would have charged that one a little bit more, a little faster, I think he would have been able to get Ross. But instead of charging it, he kind of just slowly let it come to him. And in the process, Legleiter decided to take matters into his own hands, but could not get Ross at first. That pitch misses low and away, 1-1 count. Pickoff throw over to first base, keeping Ross close. The 1-1 pitch is a ball low and inside, 2-1. The 2-1, actually the 3-1 will be a ball, and that'll be a walk. Gee, I think that plunked him. So either way, runners on first and second now with no one out. That'll bring up Joshua Harris. He has not had an official at-bat. That was ball 4, so it is a walk. So Joshua Harris up now. He has not had an official at-bat, as a mound visit will be attended by all the infielders out there, talking a little strategy with the runner on first and second. With still nobody out, Crawdads took a 1-0 lead to start off end the fourth inning, trying to hold on to that 1-run lead. The bullpen for the Crawdads is out beyond right field, so we can't see if there is anyone warming up for them. It's a lot easier on the visiting side to see their bullpen. So you know if someone is warming up for the away team, not so much for the home team. And we get underway once again. The pitch. Ball inside. Looked like it was getting close to him, almost hit him, but just missed him. So it's a 1-0 count now. The 1-0. Bunted down the first base line, fielded by the pitcher, thrown on to first in time for the first out of the inning. But meanwhile, both runners will advance. So 2 runners in scoring position now with 1 away. So that'll actually be a 1-4 as both the pitcher Johnson and Maker were charging on that one. But good heads up defensive play by McLaughlin getting over to first. So 1 away and 2 runners in scoring position for Robert Curbelo, who is 0 for 1. The first pitch to Curbelo is swung on and missed for strike 1. And it's 0-1. Both corner infielders playing well in. Maker over at first playing in on the grass, with Kipoleti playing just at the indent, as that pitch is swung on and fouled off. And it's 0-2. The 1-2. Ball low and away in the dirt. Nice job by Henson blocking that one and keeping both runners where they're at. 2-2 now. The 2-2. Swung on and fouled off, and we'll do it all over again at 2-2. Longboard's trying to capitalize on this big opportunity. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 away. The pitch is fouled off again. And Curbelo doing a nice job of making Johnson throw some pitches, getting him deep into this count. The 1-2 again. That ball again fouled off, and we'll do it again. Great at-bat for Curbelo thus far. And he batted .250 with runners in scoring position during the season. That pitch low and away in the dirt. Gets past the catcher, and that'll allow both runners to advance and allow Ross to score on the wild pitch, and going all the way to second. Some miscommunication on that ball. That was actually ball 4, and allowed Curbelo to not only get to first, but then he went around and got to second. So now 2 runners in scoring position again with 1 away. And this game is all tied up again. So a wacky play there. The wild pitch gives the Longboards 2 runners in scoring position. That was a very crazy set of plays. That first pitch is a ball low, 1-0 to Correa. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. 1-1 count to Correa, who he only batted 143 with runners in scoring position. He would certainly like to do something right here. That pitch misses low and away, 2-1. Correa 0 for 1 today, popped out to the shortstop in his first at-bat to lead off the 3rd inning. That pitch is swung on and missed. 2-2. All 4 infielders playing in, trying to avoid the leading run, the go-ahead run from scoring. The pitch, ball up and away, 3-2. Big pitch right here in this ball game. Probably one of the biggest pitches thus far. The payoff. Ball high. And there's a walk. So bases are loaded now with just 1 away. And that'll bring up the number 10 hitter, Billy Sullivan. He's 0 for 1 today. He struck out in the 3rd inning. Sullivan batted .333 with runners in scoring position through the season, but probably no moment bigger than this throughout the 2020 season as that ball is swung on and missed for strike 1. And it's 0-1 to Sullivan. Runners on every base. Bases are loaded with 1 away in a tie ball game. Longboards trying to take the first lead for them of the day. That pitch low and away in the dirt. Nice job by Henson getting in front of it to make the block. And it's 1-1. The 1-1. Ball in the dirt, low and away again. And again, Henson has to dive for it and might make the kick save and a beauty. First baseman and third baseman playing in. Middle infielders playing double play depth. That ball's fouled off over behind the first base dugout. And we'll do it all over again at 1-2. The pitch. Ball up and away. And it's a full count. The payoff pitch. Swung on and popped, foul. And we'll do it all over again at 3-2. The payoff pitch. Once again. Ball up and in. And he walks in a run. And now it's a 2-1 ball game. So still bases loaded with one away. Runners on every base still. And that'll bring up the top of the order, Turner Jamison. He's 0 for 2 today. The first pitch to Jamison. Ball up and away. And it's 1-0. Jamison on the season did not get a hit with a runner in scoring position. Would certainly like to get one here. That pitch is a called strike. 1-1. Middle infield playing double play depth. Corners playing in. That pitch is swung on and missed in the dirt. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch is a ball low and away in the dirt. It gets past the catcher. One run will score, and both runners will advance to second and third respectively as well. So another wild pitch, another run scored for the Longboards, and now it's a 3-1 ball game. So 2 runners in scoring position still, runners at second and third. With 1 away, 3-1 ball game now. The pitch. That ball swung on and missed for strike 3, and there are 2 away. That'll bring up Derek Gifford, who has already struck out twice today, once looking and then once swinging. So he'll try to avoid the hat trick and try to drive in some more runs. Already up by 2, or excuse me, up by 2. 3-1. The first pitch. Ball just off the plate, low and away. 1-0. 3-1 Longboards. Leading the Carolina Forest Crawdads. That ball is swung on and missed for strike 1. And it's 1-1. The 1-1. That ball is swung on and popped high into shallow left field. Coming out and able to make the grab is the shortstop Legler, so that'll end the inning. But not before the Longboards come back after giving up the lead in the last half inning, putting a 3 spot on the board and taking a 3-1 lead. So as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, it's 3-1 Longboards here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. New pitcher on the mound for the Longboards, as it will be Bolo in for Sam Huff. So that'll end Huff's day. We'll get you his numbers in just a little bit. He'll face the bottom of the order, 9, 10, and then back up to the top as the first pitch is a strike at the knees to Michael Capoletti, and it's 0-1. Capoletti led off the third inning with a single and got to second before getting stranded there. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2, and it's quickly 0-2. Bolo, this is his first appearance on the mound, as that pitch is a ball well away. It's a 1-2 count. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the low outside corner, and there's one away. That'll bring up Clay Haushin. He did not have an official at bat today. Reached base on a walk in his first play appearance. The first pitch to Haushin is a ball low in the dirt. 1-0. The 1-0. Ball well outside. 2-0. Following the 1-run inning in the last inning, that ball's fouled back to the screen. And it's an 0-2 count. 1-1 count. Following the 1-run fourth, the Crawdads gave up 3 in the last half inning, so they would like to get their offense back on a roll to either tie the game back up or take the lead once again. That pitch is a strike on the low inside corner. 1-2. The 1-2. Breaking ball just misses off the outside part of the plate. 2-2 now. The 2-2. Ball outside. 3-2 count. Long look in. Now gets set and deals. Payoff pitch is swung on and fouled off, and we'll do it all over again at 3-2. Haushin trying to keep this at-bat alive, get a good quality at-bat in. The payoff pitch again. That is a ball outside, and he works a walk. So runner on first base with 1 away. That brings us back to the top of the order and Luke Henson. Henson is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a flyout. Runner on first base, 1 away. The first pitch to Henson. Strike on the low outside corner and 0-1. Long look in over to first by Bolo. That pitch is a ball low. And it's 1-1. Runner on first base, 1 away. The pitch. Ball well away, gets past the catcher. That will allow Haushin to move up to second on the wild pitch. So now a runner in scoring position with 1 away. And an opportunity for the Crawdads to cut into this deficit. Henson did not get a hit with runners in scoring position in the season. Would like to get one right here. The pitch. Ball high. And it's 3-1. The 3-1. Swung on and fouled back. And now it's a full count. Runner on second base. 1 away in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Long look in, look back to second, and now deals. That pitch is a ball outside and a walk for Luke Henson. So runner on first and second now with 1 away. That'll bring up Logan Weatherby. He's 0 for 2 today. Runner on first and second, 1 away. 3-1 ball game. Crawdads down by 2. The pitch. Ball low and away, gets past the catcher, and that'll allow both runners to advance. Another wild pitch for Bolo. And now there are 2 runners in scoring position with 1 away. Logan Weatherby up at the plate right now. He batted 182 with runners in scoring position. Runners on first and second, second and third. That pitch misses well low and away. Now it's a 3-0 count. Gets set and deals the 3-0. Misses outside. And there's a 4-pitch walk. And now the bases are loaded with 1 away. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Mitchell McLaughlin, who's 0 for 2 today. Big opportunity for the Crawdads to try to at least tie the game up, if not take the lead, as the pitching coach goes out to talk with his pitcher, Bolo. And no one's warming up in the Longboard's bullpen. So this is probably just a strategy session to say, hey, let's calm down on the mound And let's focus on getting a ground ball, get out of this jam with no one scoring. There's one away, so it's not like you have to get a triple play or get something crazy to happen. All you gotta get is a nice little ground ball up the middle to either the shortstop or the second baseman and throw on for the double play. So very simple. If you're the longboard, much easier said than done, obviously. But both of these teams get ready once again. And the pitch is a ball well outside. 1-0 to McLaughlin. Big spot here in this game in the bottom of the 5th inning as we head towards crunch time. The 1-0. Strike on the low outside corner, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Ball low in the dirt. 2-1. The 2-1. Swung on and popped foul. I'll play behind the first base dugout. And it's 1-2. And some craziness apparently is happening down the third base line on the highway. Ambulance driving by. 2-2 count. The pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and there are 2 away. So a big strikeout for Bolo, and that'll bring up the cleanup hitter Trey Maker. He does not have an official at bat today. Reached twice on 2 walks, and came around to score on the second one, leading off the 4th inning. Led off both the 2nd and 4th innings with the walks. The first time around in the 2nd inning was stranded at 3rd. But the second time around finally was able to come around to score on a wild pitch. The first pitch, it swung on and fouled off. And it's 0-1. Runners at every base. Bases loaded, 2 away. Big moment in this ball game. The 0-1. Ball low and away. 1-1. Trey Maker, a Fordham commit. Going into his freshman season, the pitch. Strike on the inside part of the plate, and it's 2-1. The 2-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. A huge pitch for Bolo as he is able to get out of the bases loaded 1 away jam with no one scoring. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 3 left on base after 5 full. It is still 3-1 longboards here on the beach. Collegiate Baseball League Network. heart of the order due up for the long boards. It'll be 3, 4, 5. Gardner, Jamison, and Ross about to hit as the long boards got out of a big bases loaded 1-out jam in the last half innings. Momentum between the last 2 half innings, momentum is squarely on the side of the longboards, and they will look to capitalize on that here in the top half of the 6th inning. Gardner 0 for 2 today, reached on an E5 and struck out. Gardner steps in, and the first pitch to him is a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. Grant Johnson out there in his 3rd inning of work. He had a great first inning and then struggled in the 2nd with his command. That pitch is a strike called at the knees as well, and it's 0-2. The 0-2. Ball up and away. 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. It gets away from the catcher, though, goes all the way to the backstop, and that will allow Gardner to get to first base on the drop 3rd strike. So that will put Gardner at first base. And that'll bring up Henry Jamison. He's 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. He'll try to avoid the hat trick. The first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1, and it's 0-1. 2 straight strikeouts for Jamison, both of those ending innings for the 1st and 4th. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2, and it's quickly 0-2 to Jamison. The 0-2 pitch to Jamison is a ball low and away. 1-2. And we actually have a new pitcher on the mound. My correction is Grant Gifford on the mound for the Crawdads. We'll get you his numbers in just a bit. The 1-2. Check swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did, they say. And there's the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 strikeouts, but only 1 out. That is the hat trick for Jamison. He has struggled mightily at the plate today. That'll bring up Alex Ross. He is 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. The pitch is swung on, and that is hit a ton out to left field. That'll get up, see ya! A 2-run shot for Henry Jamison, for Alex Ross, and now it is a 5-1 ball game. He just put all of his muscle into that one. That was a no-doubter off the bat. And now it's a 5-1 ball game. So that the drop 3rd strike, allowing the runner to get on first base, is a big difference, as that was a 2-run blast for Alex Ross. That'll bring up Joey Withers. Withers is 0 for 1 today. Reached on a walk and then came around to score in the last inning. The first pitch to Withers, that ball is swung on and fouled off. And it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch to Withers. Strike 3, and that was actually the 0-2 pitch. That was a strike 3 called. And there are 2 away. So a nice bounce back pitch by Gifford. Getting Withers out on 3 straight pitches. And that'll bring up Joshua Harris. He is he has not had an official at bat, actually. Walked in his first play appearance as he squared, and he's able to beat it out. He sacrificed in the last inning with a bunt, and this time lays one down perfectly down the third base line, and he's able to beat it out for an infield bunt single. So runner on first base now with 2 away. That'll bring up Robert Curbelo. Like I was mentioning, Harris did not have an official at-bat prior to that one. Sacrifice bunted to the pitcher in the 5th inning. And now he lays down a drag bunt down the third base line. The first pitch to Curbelo is a ball low and away. Why no? Curbelo is 0 for 1 today. Reached on a walk and then came around to score in the 5th inning. 5-1 game. The pitch. Swung on and grounded over to the shortstop. Thrown on to second for the final out of the inning. So the Longboards finish off the 6th inning, but not before they put a 2 spot on the board. 2 runs on 1 hit. 2 runs on 2 hits. The one being the big fly by Ross. And no errors and 1 left on base. And after 5.5, it is 5-1 Longboards here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Five, 6, 7 due up for the Crawdads as they try to cut into this deficit a little bit. Now down by 4 after the 2-run blast by Ross. And the first pitch is a ball just low and inside, and it's 1-0 to Connell. Gifford comes in to pitch as that pitch is a ball. 2-0. Gifford comes in to pitch. The 2-0 pitch. Curveball drops in there over the plate for strike one, and it's 2-1. Gifford, this is his second appearance on the mound. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike two. It'll be a drop third strike thrown on to first in time for the first out of the inning. So one away now, and that'll bring up Casey Mulhenny. He is 0 for 1 today, reached on a walk and then got all the way to third, but was thrown out after a great play, or an interesting play to say the least, between Narin and Mulhenny with the delayed double steal attempt. The first pitch. Strike at the letters, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Ball low, 1-1. Working quickly on the mound is Gifford, the pitch. Ball outside, 2-1. The 2-1. Misses inside, and they'll say it plunked him. So Mulhenny will go down to first base. Runner on first base now with one away. That'll bring up Jacob Leglayer. He's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a pop-out. Gifford, this is his second appearance of the season. He has an 0-1 record thus far. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. And it's 0-1 to Leglayer. Has a 9.88 ERA during the season and a 2.12 whip. Had 4 walks and 7 strikeouts on the season. The pitch. That ball is fouled back to the screen. And it's 0-2. Runner on first base, one away. 0-2 count, 5-1 long boards. In this one, as both of these teams try to survive. This is the loser's bracket of the double elimination playoffs. That pitch misses high. 1-2. Look over to first. And now deals. Curveball fouled down the third base line. And we'll do it all over again at 1-2. The 1-2 pitch about to come. And he deals. Ball low and away in the dirt. 2-2 now. A nice job by Curbelo to block that one. Keeping Mulhenny at first. The pitch. Ball high, and he runs the count full. Nice job by Leglayer on 1-2. Having a good eye and working the count full. The payoff pitch. Ball high, and Leglayer works a walk. So runners on first and second now with one away. That'll bring up Alex Narin. He is 0 for 1 today, reached on a walk. Got to second base before being stranded right there. Narin did not play last season, or this past season during the school year in the shortened 2020 season, as Curbelo will go out to have a little chat with Gifford, try to calm him down a little bit. Narin did not play in the shortened 2020 season, but he did He did play football in high school, so a two-sport athlete is Naren. The pitch. Ball up and in, and it's a 1-0 count to Naren. Runner on first and second, one away. 1-0 count. The pitch. Strike called at the knees. And it's 1-1. The 1-1. Fouled off. And it's a 1-2 count now. Long look in by Gifford. Now he gets set and deals. Curveball misses low and away. 3-1 count. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and grounded into the hole into left field. Rounding third and heading for home is Mahenny, and he'll be up standing with a RBI single for Naren, and now it is a 5-2 ball game. RBI single for Naren drives Mahenny in from second and moves his leg lighter up to second. So runners at first and second still with one away. That'll bring up Michael Cappelletti. He is 1 for 2 today. The first pitch to Cappelletti is a ball high. And it's a 1-0 count. The 1-0 is swung on and popped high behind the first base or the second base bag. Harris ranges over and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So a pop out to the shortstop for the second out, and that'll bring up Clay Houchen. He has not had an official at bat yet today. He walked twice thus far today. Runner on first and second, 2 away. Crawdads down by 5, trying to cut even further into this deficit. Have already scored 1 run in this inning. The pitch. Ball low and away, 1-0. Long look in for Gifford, and now he deals. Curveball just misses inside, and it's 1-1. The 1-1. Check swing. They will say it was in the zone anyway, so it's a 1-2 count now. The 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike. Oh, no, actually that's strike 2. So now it's a 2-2 count. It was a 2-1 count. Now it's a 2-2 count. Deuces are wild. 2 on, 2 out, and a 2-2 count. The pitch. Ball outside. Full count now. The payoff pitch. ball 4, and they walk the bases loaded. Bases loaded with 2 away, and that'll bring up the top of the order, and Luke Henson now. He is 0 for 2 today. Reached on a walk in his last play appearance in the last inning. As the third base coach goes over to Henson to talk a little strategy with him. Actually, it looks like there's going to be a pinch hitter. It'll be Elaine's in. That ball is fouled off. And it's 0-1. Elaine's up now, pinch hitting, and that ball is popped foul down the left field line, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball swung on and missed for strike 3, and that'll end the inning. But not before the Crawdads put a run on the board. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and 3 left on base. After 6 full, it is 5-2 longboards here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Bottom of the order, 9-10, and then back up to the top with the leadoff hitter to start off the top half of the 7th inning. With the long boards up 5-2. Gifford out for his 2nd inning of work. The first pitch is swung on and grounded up the middle, ranging over and not able to get the glove on it by his leg letter. That'll roll into center field for a leadoff single for Rob Correa. Runner on first base now with nobody out. That'll bring up Billy Sullivan. He is 0 for 1 today. Reached on a walk and drove in a run in the process back in the 3-run 5th. Runner on first base, nobody out. The first pitch is bunted down the third base line. A perfectly placed bunt, and the third baseman, Kippoletti, will not have a play at either bag. As Sullivan beats legs out in a bunt single on a perfectly placed bunt So now runners on first and second with no one out. That will bring us back to the top of the order. And Turner Jamison. Jamison is 0 for 2 today. Or 0 for 3, excuse me. 0 for 3 today. With 2 strikeouts already. Looking to avoid the hat trick. Runner on first and second, no one out. Infield in double play depth. The pitch. Ball low, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1, and it's 1-1. Here we are in the second game of the losers bracket of this double elimination Beach Collegiate Baseball League playoff tournament. The pitch. Ball low and away in the dirt. It gets by the catcher. A delayed jump by Correa at second, and he will get gunned down at third on the caught stealing. So it got away from Henson a little bit, but he was able to recover it in time to throw out Correa at third. So runner at second now, as that pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate. 1-2 now. Or 2-2, excuse me. The 2-2 pitch. Runner at second base. The pitch in the dirt gets by the catcher again. This time it will get all the way to the backstop, allowing Sullivan to advance to third. Sullivan advanced to second on the wild pitch the last time as well that Correa was caught stealing on. He took second, and now he takes third. So runner 90 feet away with one away. The payoff pitch. Ball high. And there's runners at the corner now with one away, and that'll bring up Derek Gifford. Gifford is 0 for 3 today. 2 strikeouts already. He'll try to avoid the hat trick. Runners at the corner, one away in a 5-2 ball game. Longboards in the lead. The first pitch to Gifford. Swung on and hit a ton out to straightaway right field. That will get just foul. That ball was hit down the right field line, just dropped foul in the corner. And now it's 0-1. A lot of work just to get a strike right there. The 0-1. Swung on and missed, and there again he was swinging for the fences. This time he misses, and it's 0-2. The 0-2. Ball outside, 1-2 now. As now they have the runner in a pickle. They throw over to second. We'll see if they decide to send the runner. Now they run him down, throw it home, and now they've got the runner at third in a pickle, and they will throw it back. Almost lost it, but now they do finally tag him out for the second out of the inning. But meanwhile, the runner from first base, Jamison, gets all the way to third. And now a little bit of a discussion between the umpire and some of the Crawdads players. But So, some confusion on the base paths apparently, as the umpire said it was a foul ball, but it's still now runner at third base, and now another wild pitch, and that will allow Jamison to score from third. And just like that, it's now a 6-2 ball game. So a wild set of plays in between those last two pitches. That ball is now popped high right over the third base dugout. The pitch swung on and hit over to the first baseman. He has a little bit of trouble with it, but is able to field it, throw on the first in time for the final out of the inning. So a wild inning ends with 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. And after 6.5, it is now 6-1 longboards as the 6-2 longboards as the Crawdads have their last chance to keep their season alive. Down to the bottom of the 7th inning we go here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Two, 3, 4 due up for the Crawdads in their last opportunity to save their season as Derek Gifford is on the mound for his second inning of work. The first pitch is bunted. A great bunt past the pitcher, trying to field it barehanded with Jamison at third. He cannot come up with it. A leadoff bunt single for Logan Weatherby. And that's the way you want to start off your last opportunity here in the 7th inning if you're a Crawdads fan. So runner on first base with no one out. That'll bring up Mitchell McLaughlin. He is 0 for 3 today. The first pitch. Curveball hits the outside part of the plate, and it's 0-1. Crawdads down by 4. 6-2 ball game. And the pitch. That ball is swung on and fouled off. And it's 0-2. Look over to first. Now sets and deals. Swung on and fouled back again, and we'll do it all over again at 0-2. McLaughlin up to bat now, and Trey Maker will be coming in behind him. That pitch is up and in, 1-2. This game has been a pretty wild one. The pitch. Ball low. It's a 2-2 count now. Has been a crazy last couple of innings. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and popped high over behind the first base dugout. And we'll do it all over again at 2-2. The scoring started off back in the top of the 5th inning with a 3-run 5th for the Longboards. The Crawdads bounced right back, Crawdads started the scoring with a bottom of the 4th inning run, taking the lead. But then the Longboards answered back with the 3-run 5th, top of the 5th, and they haven't looked back since, as that pitch was a ball inside. Full count now. The payoff pitch is swung on and fouled back to the screen, and we'll do it all over again at 3-2. The payoff pitch about to come. Gifford sets and deals. That pitch, check swing. They will ask if he went. He did not. So he'll work a walk. So a single and a walk gives the Crawdads a little bit of momentum in the bottom half of the 7th inning. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Trey Maker. He is 0 for 1 today, reached base on 2 walks, and then came around to score the only 2 runs for the Crawdads, as that ball is popped high right in front of the third base bag. That will stay in fair territory. Ranging over and making the catch is Jameson for the first out of the inning. So a pop out to the third baseman will bring up the number 5 hitter, Dawson Connell. He is 0 for 2 today. Reached on a walk and was stranded at second in his first play appearance, and then struck out and grounded out. The pitch. Changeup misses high. And it's 1-0. Runners on first and second, 1 away. In the bottom half of the 7th and final inning, the pitch. Swung on, and that ball's lined down the left field line, in there for a base hit. Rounding third and heading for home, and scoring standing up is Weatherby. And now it is a 6-3 ball game, an RBI single for Dawson Connell. That ball was just lined down the left field line, past Jameson at third. And we still have runners at first and second. With 1 away, that'll bring up Casey Mawhenny. He is 0 for 1 today. Reached base twice. Once on a walk, once on a hit by a pitch. That second time with the hit by a pitch, he came around to score. The first pitch. Strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. This is exactly what the Crawdads needed. They want to get back and try to tie this game back up. 2 runners in scoring, 2 runners on base. That ball gets through the legs of the shortstop, Harris. Rounding third and heading for home, and scoring is McLaughlin. And that the delay on getting the ball by Withers out in left center allows Mulhenny to get all the way to second. So 2 runners in scoring position, and the winning run is at the plate with Jacob Legleiter. So that you have to mark as an E6. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 away. Jacob Legleiter up to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He reached on a walk in his last plate appearance and was stranded at third. That ball swung on and missed for strike 1. And it's 0-1. Tying run is at second base. Winning run is at the plate. The 0-1. Ball high, 1-1. The 1-1 ball low, 2-1. Long look in by Gifford. Now he gets set and deals. Ball high, 3-1. No one warming up. Oh, actually, excuse me. There is someone warming up in the pen for the longboards. The 3-1. Ball outside, and he walks and loads the bases. So bases are loaded now. Winning run is at first base now. And that'll bring up Alex Narin. He's 1 for 2 today with an RBI single. He would certainly like to get an RBI right here, as the pitching coach will go out to talk to Gifford, and we'll see if that means his day is done. He'll try to take some time to allow his reliever to get in a few more warm-up pitches in the bullpen. And the umpire will go out and break up the conversation. They will keep Gifford in the game for the time being. So, runners on every base. Bases loaded, 1 away. And Alex Narin steps up to the plate. The first pitch to Narin. Curveball just misses low. And it's 1-0. That zone starting to shrink for Gifford. The 1-0. Curveball drops in at the knees, and it's 1-1. The 1-1. Swung on and chopped down the third base line. That will get in. No, never mind. It will be a foul ball. Just barely missed putting that ball down the left field line. And that probably would have done it. That more than likely would have been ball game if that would have stayed fair. The pitch. That ball is hit out into left field. That will be caught by the left fielder, thrown on home. A very strong throw will hold all 3 runners at their respective bases. And now the bases are loaded with 2 away. And that will bring up Michael Cappelletti. Cappelletti 1 for 3 today. But no at-bat has been more important in this entire season than this one right here. The first pitch to Cappelletti is swung on and fouled off. And it's 0-1. The 0-1. Strike on the low outside corner, and the Crawdads are down to their final strike. Bases loaded, 2 away, 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and that's the ball game. The Carolina Forest Crawdads come down to the wire, get the winning run on first base, but cannot capitalize, and their season ends in heartbreaking fashion. Final score, 6-4 Longboards hold on, and the Carolina Forest Crawdads end their season in very disappointing fashion. The winning pitcher for the Longboards will be Sam Huff. The loser will be Grant Johnson. So that'll just about do it for us for this game. We may have the second game here or on Facebook Live. We'll let you know. But once again, final score, the Merlin Longboards stay alive and move on to the next round in the losers bracket. Carolina Forest Crawdads are eliminated from the double elimination playoffs, with the final score being Longboard 6, Carolina Forest Crawdads 4. This has been a presentation of the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Quick little programming update for you guys. We will be alternating games, so the third game coming up will be on Facebook Live, and then join me right back here for Game 4. Game 5 will be on Facebook Live, and then the sixth and final game tonight at 8 o'clock will be right here on YouTube as well. So that'll just about wrap it up for me right here. So be sure to join Dylan Johnson over on Facebook Live for the next game. Once again, final score 6-2 here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network.